You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's not a modern quote, not a self-help book, not a TED Talk. Those are the words of a Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius. He ruled the greatest empire in the world, but he ruled himself harder. He led armies, faced plagues, endured betrayal, and every night he wrote, not for us, not for history. He wrote to himself, to stay grounded, to stay human, to stay free. His journal became known as Meditations, but it wasn't meant to be published. It was personal, a battlefield of the soul. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. That hit me like lightning. I was waiting for clarity, for motivation. But Marcus reminded me, you don't need more time. You need action. The good life isn't found. It's forged in quiet discipline, in daily choice. Even if no one sees you, live well anyway. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just a ruler. He was a reminder that real power starts within. The greatest battles aren't fought on battlefields. They're fought in silence, inside your own mind. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He faced enemies with swords, but also enemies with smiles, ambition, temptation, doubt. He wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Read that again. Pain is not always real. It's the story we attach to it. We blame the world, the boss, the breakup, the economy. But Stoicism says, the obstacle is not the enemy. Your reaction is. So breathe. Slow down. Ask yourself, is this in my control? If yes, act. If no, release. Marcus wasn't cold. He felt deeply. He just didn't let emotions drive the chariot. He was emperor, but he still wrestled with anger, pride, anxiety. He didn't hide it. He trained it. He tamed the wild horses of the mind to be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea still falls around it. That's not suppression. That's mastery. It's not about not feeling. It's about feeling without drowning. The enemy is within, but so is the answer. Discipline, clarity, stillness. Master yourself, and no one can conquer you. What if I told you you're carrying weight you were never meant to hold? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. We cling to the past, to betrayal, to mistakes, to people long gone, like dragging dead weight through a storm. But the Stoic asks, does this serve me? Is this within my control? If not, let it go. This isn't weakness. This is wisdom. The wisdom to say, I choose peace over resentment, clarity over chaos. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself. It means no longer giving your peace to someone else's actions. What happened, happened. The Stoic doesn't rewrite the past. He reclaims the present. Breathe. Right now you are alive. Right now you can choose how to respond. Right now you can break the chain. You don't owe your past a prison sentence. You owe your future a chance. Even emperors grieved. Even Stoics bled. But they didn't stay broken. They rose with fewer attachments and stronger minds. So ask yourself, what am I still holding that's already gone? Let it go. Release it and rise. Everyone wants freedom, but few understand what it really costs. Marcus Aurelius wrote, just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. Not fame, not approval, not comfort. Only this: discipline, integrity, doing the right thing even when no one's watching. It's easy to chase motivation, but motivation fades. Discipline remains. Discipline is waking up early when your bed begs you to stay. Discipline is choosing silence when your ego wants to shout. Discipline is doing the hard thing again and again and again. The Stoics knew freedom isn't found in doing whatever you want. Freedom is mastery over your wants. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think about that. The one who cannot control his desires is a slave to every impulse, every craving, every distraction. But the disciplined, he is calm in the storm, focused in the noise, unmoved by praise or blame. He is free. Discipline builds character. Character shapes destiny. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems, your routines, your discipline. It's not glamorous, but it's sacred, because every time you choose the hard road, you sharpen your soul. Every ignored temptation, every completed task, every small win is a quiet victory over chaos, and the reward, a life that cannot be shaken. So today, ask yourself, am I ruled by comfort or by purpose? Because in the end, discipline is not punishment. It's power, it's peace, it's freedom. And if you want to lead, to endure, to become unbreakable, you must choose discipline again and again and again. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He faced illness, betrayal, and war, yet remained calm, unshaken. Why? Because to the Stoics, pain is not the enemy. Our reaction to it is, he wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Pause. Let that sink in. Pain is not just in the body, it lives in the mind, and the mind can be trained. The Stoics didn't run from pain. They leaned into it, studied it, tamed it, because every pain is a chance to practice virtue, courage, patience, wisdom. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." You suffer? Good. Now you can grow. You've been hurt? Good. Now you can heal stronger. This isn't toxic positivity. It's ancient strength. You see, pain sharpens us, strips away illusion, reveals who we really are. Most people break under pressure. The Stoic is forged by it. When hardship hits, ask, what is this trying to teach me? Where is the lesson hidden in this discomfort? Because every wound carries wisdom, every ache an invitation to mastery, to respond with calm. When your world is burning, that is Stoicism. To feel pain and still choose virtue, that is greatness. And remember, pain may visit you, but it doesn't own you. You own your response. That is your power, your freedom, your Stoic edge. So next time life hurts, don't just survive it, transcend it. Use it, become better because of it. The fire isn't here to destroy you, it's here to reveal your steel. We hold on to people, to praise, to pain, to control. But the Stoics teach, what you cling to owns you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Detachment isn't indifference, it's clarity. It's choosing peace over obsession. You can love without possession, care without control, act without attachment to the outcome. This is the Stoic path. Let go of what you cannot control. Let go of who left. Let go of what was never truly yours, because nothing truly belongs to you. Not your wealth, not your body, not even your reputation. Everything is borrowed, and the wise man returns it without complaint. Seneca said, he who has made a fair compact with poverty is rich. You see, detachment is not giving up. It's not weakness, it's strength in stillness. To walk through loss and remain whole, to stand in the storm and not be moved. This is not apathy. This is inner mastery. Let go, not because you don't care, but because clinging creates suffering. The Stoic trains daily. When something breaks, let it break. When something leaves, let it leave. When something ends, let it end. Nothing external defines you, not your success. Not your failures, not even your relationships. You define you. Detach, not from life, but from illusion. Let go of needing to be liked. Let go of needing it to go your way. Let go of needing them to understand. That's not your job. Your job is to remain unshaken. So breathe, step back, observe. The less you cling, the lighter you move through the world. Because freedom isn't found in what you hold on to. It's found in what you can let go of, willingly. Letting go is not loss. It's liberation. That is the Stoic way. Desire. It whispers in your ear, tells you you're not enough, until you have more. More money, more praise, more followers, more. But the Stoics ask, at what cost? Epictetus warned, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Only desires and fears enslave us. Desire isn't wrong, but undisciplined desire, it makes you a slave to what others have, to what you lack, to what may never come. Marcus Aurelius said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself. We chase external rewards and neglect internal peace. We seek validation and abandon self-respect. We crave excess and forget how to breathe. The Stoic trains the mind to want only what is essential, to crave less and live more. Seneca wrote, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. So ask yourself, what are you chasing? And is it chasing you back? Will more really satisfy you? Or is it just a louder silence? The truth is, desire is endless. The more you feed it, the hungrier it grows. The Stoic flips the script. Don't ask for more, ask for self-command. Train yourself to be content with little, not because you fear wealth, but because you've tasted peace. You don't need everything. You just need control over your wanting. Imagine a life where you desire less and value more, where peace isn't postponed until after the next achievement. That life is available, but it requires mastery, discipline over desire, control over craving, wisdom over wanting, because in the end, it's not the man with more, but the man who needs less, who is truly free. Let the world chase pleasure. Let others run after status. The Stoic chooses stillness. Let your desire be this: to need only what is necessary, to want only what aligns with virtue, to crave only what you can control. This is not suppression, it's liberation. The discipline of desire is the root of real power. You already have enough. Now, be enough. Ego. That voice inside that says, I'm special. I deserve more. I already know enough. But the Stoics, they weren't fooled by ego. They knew ego is loud, wisdom is quiet. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man on earth, wrote in his journal, you are just a soul carrying a corpse. He ruled an empire, but reminded himself daily, I am no different from the beggar or the soldier. My time is limited, my flaws are real, my ego must be checked. Ego tells us we're above the rules. Stoicism reminds us, no one is above nature. Ego says, I already know. Wisdom says, I have so much to learn. Ego demands recognition. Wisdom serves in silence. Seneca warned, you are scared of being forgotten. Name the last 3 emperors before your time. See how quickly legacy fades. The Stoics weren't after applause. They were after virtue. They lived not to be praised, but to be principled. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Let that sink in. To grow, you must let go of image. Pride, superiority. The beginner has endless potential. The expert has closed the door. Ego blinds us. Humility opens the path. The Stoic doesn't say, I'm above this. They ask, what can I learn from this? Not every insult is a threat. Not every failure is fatal. Humility turns hardship into a teacher. Ego turns hardship into an enemy. The more you know, the less you need to prove. So ask yourself, when was the last time you truly listened? Not to respond, not to defend, but to understand. When was the last time you said, "I don't know," and meant it? Ego screams for validation. Humility is silent and free. The Stoic path is not about thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. It's about stepping out of your own shadow and into your real self. Because when ego fades, truth emerges. And in that truth, you'll find clarity, strength, peace. Drop the mask. Let go of superiority. You are not your title. You are not your follower count. You are not your success.
You are what you do.
When no one is watching, the Stoic doesn't chase greatness. They practice goodness. And greatness follows. Ego is the enemy. Humility is the way. Pain, delay, frustration, failure. These aren't roadblocks. They are the road. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Let that echo, not just in your mind, but in your life. You weren't given this struggle to be stopped. You were given it to grow stronger. The Stoics saw difficulty as divine design. Challenge wasn't misfortune, it was opportunity. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials." Think of fire. It doesn't just destroy, it purifies. Think of a bowstring, pulled back with tension, only to launch forward with power. So too with you. Every setback sharpens you. Every failure sculpts you. Epictetus reminded, "Difficulties show what people are. Just as a storm reveals the sailor, adversity reveals your soul." The Stoic doesn't say, "Why me?" They ask, "How can I use this?" They don't pray for ease. They prepare for impact. When the path is blocked, they don't turn back. They climb over, dig under, go through, because every obstacle carries a secret gift. Patience, wisdom, strength, clarity. The fire you're walking through, it's forging you. The wound that hurts, it's teaching you. And the loss you faced, it's preparing you for something greater. There is no growth without pressure, no victory without struggle, no courage without fear. The Stoics didn't break under adversity. They were built by it. Marcus Aurelius, during plague and war, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. So ask yourself, will you let the obstacle stop you or shape you? Will you curse the pain or learn from it? This is your moment, not despite the challenge. Because of it, you are not weak for falling. You are strong for rising. Every wall is a door in disguise. Every delay is a redirection, and every obstacle is the way.